Hoop dit gaan goed met julle almal. Ek het nog nie almal gegroet nie. Maar ek wil ons gou vinnig klaar of nie klaar maak, ons 'n bietjie verder gaan met wat ons gister genoem. I want us to go a little bit further. So yesterday we were drawing out this part over here. I'm just going to quickly run through it again just for clarity. When you're going to cut through any part, you're going to keep the outline, and the hidden lines normally become solid lines when you cut through something. Okay? If that doesn't make sense to you, think about the skateboard wheel. I have it in the front of the class that I cut through last year. So it reveals all the hidden detail when you cut through something, but you do keep the outline. The lines in the middle of the drawing, like that line will fall away. Please note there's no line there at the bottom. Okay, so we are making an assembly drawing, so we're going to cut all these different parts, we're going to put them together, and that's going to form our assembly drawing. Okay, now go vinnig. Please also note that there was a hole there in the top, which is this part over here. That's a hole. If you forgot about that, have a look at the 3D picture. You will see the hole there with a thread in, with a screw thread, which is the hole there with a thread. That one over there obviously would be the one over there. Okay? Then please note the hole over there, which is this one, and which is actually this part right over here. Okay, nou ons het dit gister geteken. Nou hoe arseer ek dit? Nou ek gaan julle gewys. When I do my hatching, I want you to quickly do this with me. Okay, so I hope it's clear enough. Just going to move this over slightly. Okay, and what we're going to do is at 45 degrees, not at another angle. What I normally do is I take my triangle. You guys will remember how we do this, and we scribe a line in at the bottom. Ons skraap vir ons 'n lyntjie in op die onderkant. As jy vergeet het hoe dit lyk, dan kan ek jou gewys. Ek het in die verlede sommer my passer gevat, maar hy moet presies, hy kan nie beweeg nie. I took a compass and I held it firmly, and then I scribed in a line at the bottom of my triangle. Nou ek sal dit gou hier weer doen, net vir duidelikheid. So ek vat hom so, this is going to help you so much at the bottom. Put it there on the side, and now I'm going to use the pencil. I'm going to scribe in more than one line here. Daarso. Maar jy moet hom vashou, né? Die mense met 'n bietjie OCD gaan nie hou hiervan nie, maar dit gaan jou baie help, né? So jy hoef dit nie te doen nie. You don't have to do it. Some triangles already have those lines on there. So for instance, this triangle already has some of those lines. You will see them over there. Maar ek sit gewoonlik sommer vir my so 1 of 2 in. I normally put in 1 or 2 of these lines, and that's normally more than adequate for what we want to do. Yes, caution. Genau, kyk eens hoor. Maar is reg, julle kan, geen nie om nie. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to hatch at 45 degrees. Moet seker maak hy is reg. So my ruler does not fit this board. Okay, so I am just using the ruler and I'm drawing a reference line for myself. Okay, so ek gaan begin hierso aan die onderkant. Kom ons skuif hom nog 'n bietjie af. Nog so 'n bietjie afskuif. I'm going to move it slightly down. Okay, ek gaan hom gou hierso sit. Yes. Gaan hom gou daar sit. Okay, nou sit ek hom hierso en ek sit hom op my eerste merkie daar, né? Now, remember, the smaller the area you're going to hatch, the smaller your hatching must be. Okay? So if you've got a big part, bigger hatching, smaller part, smaller hatching. Nou dis my amper te groot, maar ek gaan stiek met dit. So ek trek 'n lyntjie, bietjie ligter is my buitelyn, slightly more faint. And I take it all the way through. I'm not going to have it there. I move it up to the next line. Now this is important. Check gou hierso, waar stop my skroefdraad, my lyntjie daar? It stops on the inside of that thread. This, remember, is 0,1 times that sizing was what is that size of that thread? It is, according to the page, this one is M8, that one is M9. So this one is M8, that means 0,1 times 8, which is 0,8 millimeters. Okay? En wat is dit? Dis omtrent 'n millimeter. That's rounded off a millimeter. Okay? So your hatching has to stop on the inside there because nothing is turned in there. Yes. Ja, sit. Wat het jy nou? Jy kan maar hier sit. Julle het sekere klasse waar julle moet wees, maar jy kan nou hierso sit. Jy moet net, by watter onderwyser is jy gewoonlik? Okay, maar dan moet jy net vir haar sê jy is hierso. Ek gee glad hier om, maar dan moet jy net vir haar sê. Okay. Right, so ek trek hier die hatching in. Okay. Jy wil nie jou lyne te naby mekaar hê nie, hoekom nie? Want dit vat te lank, nê? Julle het in die eksamen net 'n sekere tyd. You only have a certain amount of time and you don't want to waste your time drawing unnecessary lines. Okay, so trek hom net so deur tot aan die binnekant van daai skroefdraad, daar soos hy. Okay, the reason for this screw thread, which I'm drawing into, the idea behind it is that if nothing is turned into it, I hatch the thread. So wat beteken dit? Okay, ons moet nog hierdie boonste deel ook doen. Ek gaan nou vir julle verduidelik, daar kort ook 'n lyntjie daar. Okay, so I should have lines over here as well, because that is also a threaded hole. According to this thing, it is a M9. So therefore, I need to have, if this is M9 and it's double the size, this will be double the size. I made a mistake here. This must be 0,1 times 8, but it is scale 2 to 1. So I have to double this up. This should not be 0,8. This should be 0,8 times 2. And that equals 1,6. So this should actually be bigger. This thread hole should be a little bit bigger. This is 16. Sorry, that is my mistake. This should actually be 1.5 millimeters. So it's slightly out. I see I did draw it accurately the previous time. This one is slightly out. So it's just times 2. Okay, that line is slightly out there. So I just corrected it. The spacing here is 0,8, but because it's scale 2 to 1, it's just going to double up. It will be 1,6 millimeters, which is 1.5 millimeters. Okay. Goed, hierdie enetjie hierso is it's a 0,9 hole or a M9 hole, which means it's scale 2 to 1, 18 from the top to the bottom. This would have been 9 millimeters. So my thread is going to be 0,1 times 9, which is 0,9 times 2, scale 2 to 1, it's going to be 1,8. You can make it 2 millimeters. Okay, jy kan hom afrond, so 2 millimeter daar en 2 millimeter daar so. Ons kan dit gou inteken. You're going to have a faint line there. You're going to have a faint line here. Maar vir nou gaan ek die hatching stop aan die buitekant, because I'm going to be turning a grub screw into that hole. And I don't hatch. You remember I made a cross there? I'm not going to hatch that thing. So I am not going to put in hatching yet. Only after I've drawn in this thing, I am going to do my final hatching on that part. I must just remember about it. Okay, so dis hoe hierdie deel lyk. Why didn't I hatch these parts? Because it's holes. Okay, right. Dan, kom ons kyk gou na die volgende deel. I'm just going to do this part now, and then the rest we'll do next time. I'm going to do the bolt because I feel that this is quite important. I'm going to draw in the bolt, and if time allows, the grub screw. So the bolt, here are the measurements for the bolt. It is 24 millimeters across, 45, 45, that will be 2,4, 2,4, but obviously everything times by 2. Hy gaan hier binne in draai, maar daar's ook, kom ons kyk net of hier nog ietsie is. This is 24. Nou net gou on a practical side, if this is 24 and this is 24, will it fit? Sal 24 en 24 mm pas op mekaar? Nee, dit sal nie. So as hulle dit sny, if they machine these parts, they will make it fractionally smaller. Met 'n masjien kan dit 'n klein bietjie kleiner sny, so that's a tight fit. Maar maak net vir jouself 'n mental note. As twee parte dieselfde size is hier, dan gaan hulle pas. Then you would put the two together. Does that make sense? So when we draw it, we will draw it as if it fits. But if we're going to cut it in reality, it will have to be fractionally smaller to allow for this thing to be placed in there. Nee, okay, so wat ons daar doen, as ek met 'n masjien dit insny, dan stel ek die masjien in, so jy kry CNC masjiene wat homself sny, maar voor die tyd, jy's reg, voor die tyd gaan die gat actually wat hulle inboor, jy het 'n tabelletjie, you've got a table, nee. And on this table they tell you if you're doing M20 thread, this should be your drill hole, size drill hole, and then the size of the tap making the screw thread, and if you cut the rest, also what the size of the shaft should be. So daai goeders, die ou wat dit masjineer, hulle het 'n tabelletjie waar hulle dit opkyk. So ons hoef nie daai te doen nie. So ons sê net M24, the engineer can specify and say, for instance, this must be a tight fit or loose fit or whatever. En maar dit vir ons doeleindes vir hierdie, hoef julle nie dit nou te weet nie. But the guy's going to make it, he must know that, because he's going to have to look it up on a table to machine it. Okay, when I was a student, we had to cut thread, and we had to do this ourselves, and that's how I know this. So there's a table, there's like British thread, there's different, America has their own standard for this, and Imperial, like we have the British system, the metric system, we have a different table on which we look this up to be able to cut that thread. Okay, goed, maar net gou vinnig, ons wil gou hierdie uitteken en daai, so julle kan sien daai diameter 32 gaan ooreenstem met daai stukkie wat ons aan die onderkant het. So this will become, just quickly, 32 will become 64, the 4 will become 8, the 15 will become 30, the 82 will become 164, I think. 80 plus 80 is 160, 2 plus 2 is 4. The M24 will become M48. That will make this also 48 millimeters, etc., etc. And the thread will become 4,8 and 0,1 times 48 actually. So everything doubles up in this case because we're drawing scale 2:1. Okay, so kom ons teken gou daai onderkant. That thing is going to be 8 millimeters thick, so I'm going to quickly draw that in. Eight millimeters there. Ons gaan inteken. Remember, this bolt is going to be pushed into this hole. There will be a line there, but this line will fall away. Why? This line will be covered up by the what? As ek hier 'n koutjie insit, what does the koutjie do? It covers everything behind it. Okay, so if you put a bolt in here, remember we don't cut bolts except partial hatching. Wilmina het nou daar gesê, daar daar waar hy 'n part section, daar waar die gaatjie in sit, nê? So hierdie deeltjie gaan ek afmeet en die bolt, the bolt has a length of 164. So let's quickly measure that off. 164 from the bottom. Gaan dit sommer hierso gaan meet. 164 is going to be here. There's where my bolt is going to end. So I'm just going to move this up slightly for getting the top part there. Ja, so nou sit ons al die stukke by mekaar, né? Now we're putting, it's like a Lego set you're building. So you're putting all the different parts in now. Guys, I'm drawing, and ladies, I'm drawing with 2 triangles because the ruler that I have at the moment, I think I gave this ruler to somebody else, the original one, is not the ruler that came with this board, so I'm just working with 2 triangles for accuracy. That's why I'm using the 2 triangles. Dan hierdie moet wees, it's a M24, which means times 2 is M48, so it's 24 to both sides, 10, 20, 24 to the one side, 10, 20, 24 to the other side. I'm going to draw those lines in. Yes. As 100%. Baie dankie. Hulle pas net op mekaar, as ek dit so kan stel. Die borde se lineale pas nie almal op mekaar nie. En maar baie dankie dat jy aanbied. Ek dink ek het dit vir 'n kind gegee. This ruler. Somebody had a broken ruler, so I gave them this one if I'm not mistaken. Okay, important here at the top, something to note. We're going to draw in the thread. This will be 50. So from the top, 50 millimeters. I'm going to draw a line there. En dis waar my skroefdraad eindig. This is where the thread ends. Nou vir die van julle wat nie dit verstaan nie, kan ek dit gou verduidelik. Ek net gou kyk waar is 'n bout. Ek het enetjie hierso. Okay, so I'm going to show you quickly on this bolt. I'm going to try and enlarge this a bit so that you can see it. So this is a special bolt. This is not your standard bolt. If you guys don't know if you guys go to Agri Market from time to time here in Wellington, but they sell bolts there. And if you go and look at the description, you will see M10, M20, M30. And that M value refers to this thickness here. But the depth of the thread is indicated by that line that we're going to be drawing here. And that line that you see here and the line at the top is where your thread actually ends. So my thread, my bolt starts at the top. That line is this line here. And where this thread stops is this line that you see over here. Okay. Remember, normal bolt doesn't have holes in. This is a special one. Okay. So over here, first things first, the thread will be always 0,1 times the thread. This thing is 48. It's called the M48 according to the size we are drawing. So 0,1 times that number, whatever that is 4,8 millimeters. For practical reasons, we can work on 5 millimeters. Okay, you can round it off. That is also 5 millimeters, right? So I'm going to be drawing in that thread there. Solid line down to the bottom. Solid line down to the bottom. Okay, and now the front part will have the same size. So you can either do one of two things. You can go and also measure off 5. These 3 will always be the same because it's got a 45-degree chamfer on the front. I'll explain that in a moment. So when you look at this bolt, you will see that it's got a slight edge there, and that is called a chamfer, and that is to cause this bolt to easily turn into something. I'm going to turn it in. You'll see there's a bit of a 45-degree angle there, and that is the chamfer, and that is what we are drawing here. Okay, so daai gaan teen 45 grade geteken word. You're going to erase that corner there. I don't want to see it there. It shouldn't be there. And then you also draw in this part over there, and you're going to erase that bit over there. So that does give you then the bolt itself, where the thread ends. When I'm cutting this with a lathe, with a machine, I've got a bit that's moving in there, and as I stop my thread, I will take this out at an angle. So I will start removing it, and that causes it to cut this part at a slope, and that slope will be 60 degrees according to the way that this is positioned. So hy gaan teen daai angle lê 60 grade so, 30 grade. If it was horizontal, it would be 30 degrees. So this angle, you will immediately see if it's not right. This angle there will be 30 degrees, and this angle that I use now is 60 degrees, depending on if you're working from a horizontal line like I did, or if you're working from a vertical line, if that makes sense. This one is going to be the same thing. I'm just turning my triangle like this. It's still 60 degrees because I'm working from a horizontal line. There we go. That's where my thread ends, and I've just drawn the thread. Remember, every correct line, every chamfer is half a mark. So this is half, 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 every one of those, if it's the correct size. The margin for error is 1 millimeter on a drawing when we mark it, grade 12 and in school. So you have 1 millimeter play on this within a line. It should be within 1 millimeter of what it's supposed to be. Okay, I'm going to stop here for today. I want you to draw this in not for Monday. We can do this Monday in class. If you want to do it over the weekend, you are most welcome. Then what we will do is I'm just going to give you a brief idea of where we're heading. I don't normally do this, but this is where we're heading. We've already done this part. We've done this part. We're going to add a bolt. We're going to add the pulley. We're going to add the bush. We're going to add the grub screw. Okay, so we'll get to the other parts later. I just show this if you want to go further on your own. Please also note that we are going to do this construction to be able to draw the nut. Okay, but for now, I'd rather do it step by step and know that you know what's going on. This is our part section that we spoke about earlier. This will also, if you want to draw it in, this will also be on a 60-degree angle if I'm drawing from a horizontal line. Okay, so you can draw that in if you want to. I'll add that in the part section there. You can add this, and then we'll continue next time, okay, on Monday. So you have an off weekend to spend time with your family and to just breathe a little bit. Okay, right, so that part should be there, and then we're going to break it open freehand around it. This is the only place where we work freehand, and then we're going to do some hatching there. I'm going to alternate the hatching in the opposite direction. I'm going to use the small size there to do it because it's a small area. Smaller the area, the smaller the hatching. Must be equally spaced. Don't wing it. Gonna lose marks then. Okay, awesome. Right, we're going to stop here for today.